Hello students, we continue with chemical thermodynamics. Today we will see what you mean by internal energy and first law of thermodynamics. Internal energy, as already said, it is denoted by capital U. Okay, how we will define internal energy? Every substance is associated with a definite amount of energy. This energy, which is stored in a substance, is called internal energy and denoted by capital U. This internal energy is actually made up of kinetic energy and potential energy of the individual particles present in the system. Now, if work is done on the system or if heat energy is supplied to the system, there will be change in the internal energy of the system. Let this change be denoted by delta U. Then this will be equal to U2 minus U1, where U2 is called final internal energy and U1 is called the initial value for internal energy. This shows that U is a state function, means internal energy is a state function. And also note that internal energy is an extensive property, means it depends upon the amount of matter present in the system. Correct. Now let us consider two cases. What is the first one? If there is a transfer of energy, okay, if there is transfer of energy, maybe in the form of heat, or if work is done, okay, from the system, then there will be change in the value of the U, the energy which is transferred to the system by heating it. So if the system is heated, means we are supplying what? Heat energy to the system, right? So if energy is transferred to the system by heating it or performing work on the system, then we will say internal energy is added to the system. Okay, means internal energy of the system will increase in that case. And what can be the second case? If the energy is transferred from the system, if energy is transferred from the system by cooling it, means if you are cooling the system, means heat energy goes out of the system to the surrounding, or if performing the work on the surrounding, means work is done on the surrounding by the system, then internal energy will be removed from the system. Okay, so these are the two ways where internal energy can be changed. If you heat the system, internal energy of the system will be increased, and if you are cooling it, then internal energy of the system will be decreased. Suppose, let us consider example to understand this. Suppose 30 kilojoules of heat. If 30 kilojoules of heat is supplied to the system, then this will be added to the system of this will be added to the internal energy of the system, and we will say that delta U is equal to plus 30 kilojoules. Okay, if 30 kilojoules of heat आपने ऐड किया है सिस्टम को, you have supplied to the system, तो सिस्टम का internal energy increase हो जाएगा. What will be increase? It will be plus 30 kilojoules, right? और इतना energy अगर निकाला होता सिस्टम में से by cooling it, then delta U will be minus 30 kilojoules. Okay, that was about internal energy. We come to the next very important topic, which is called first law of thermodynamics. Students, in the chapter we are going to have three laws of thermodynamics. We have reached to the first law of thermodynamics. This is very similar to law of conservation of energy जो हमने स्कूल में पढ़ा था, right? What was that law? Total energy of the system and the surrounding remains constant when the system changes from initial state to final state. स्कूल में जो हमने पढ़ा था वो क्या था? टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द यूनिवर्स रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट, राइट? नाउ if we change that to thermodynamic concept, you will say how the total energy of system and surrounding is constant when system changes from initial state to final state. Okay, now this law, first law of thermodynamics, can be stated in different ways. Okay, three ways we will be seeing. What is that? Energy of the universe remains constant. The first statement is energy of the universe remains constant. This is the first way to define first law of thermodynamics. What is the second way to state this law? The total internal energy of an isolated system is constant. Total internal energy of an isolated system. Remember, isolated system which is not exchanging either energy or matter with the surrounding was called an isolated system. So the total internal energy of an isolated system will always remain what? Constant. Is constant. This is the second way to define. And the third and the last way to state this law is what? Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, it can be only converted from one form to another. This is very similar to what we have studied in school level. So third is very simple. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another. So these are the three statements for first law of thermodynamics. Remember, this is a very important law from the chapter. Now, how we will formulate this first law of thermodynamics in terms of equation. So what is the formulation of the first law of thermodynamics? Suppose Q is the heat supplied to the system. So we know Q is what? Denoting heat, energy which is supplied to the system. And let W be the work done on the system by the surrounding. We know when the work is done on the system, it is going to be positive. When heat is supplied to the system, matlab system absorbs heat, then Q is going to be positive. Then the internal energy of the system will increase. क्योंकि आपने heat supply किया है. Internal energy means U of the system is going to increase. Right? Now, what is this change in internal energy? Delta U is equal to, it is the sum of the heat supplied plus work done on the system. This is simply called an equation which defines first law of thermodynamics. This is called first law of thermodynamics. Okay, you will be having sums based upon this law. Delta U is equal to Q plus W. What is delta U? Change in the internal energy of the system when Q amount of heat is supplied to the system and W is the work done on the system. Sum of the heat supplied and the work done is equal to change in the internal energy, and this is simply called the first law of thermodynamics in its mathematical form. Now, if the change is very small, what we call for infinitesimal small changes. For infinitesimal changes, these quantities we will change how? Delta U, you will say derivative of U, that is du is equal to dq plus work done will be very small, so you will write dw. For infinitesimal change, the first law of thermodynamics is actually the derivatives of the three quantities: internal energy, heat and the work done. So that was all about the first law of thermodynamics. Do remember the statements and the equation, the mathematical expression for the first law of thermodynamics. We will continue with first law of thermodynamics when it is applied to different types of processes like isothermal and isobaric. Till then, bye bye.